So you're calling the meeting to order?
I'm calling the meeting to order.
All right, beautiful.
Yes, we do start with a prayer.
Yes.
All right.
I know I don't have the agenda and I haven't been here so long. Okay. All right. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for all the people who are here tonight that we're able to come, and we please bring Bonnie here safely, and please help Bill to feel better, Lord. And please protect Flo, whatever's going on with her right now. And Lord, please help us to make good decisions for the seniors of this town tonight. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 So usually I think secretary's report comes
yeah.
Yes,
next.
and then the treasurer's report.
Okay.
Okay, Secretary.
All right, so, Secretary's report. This is from February 15th, 2023, and we started at 6:40 p.m. Present were Director Claudia Provenzel via phone, Chairperson Flo Purvier, Secretary Mel Shaughnessy, Treasurer Ken Horvath, Board members Bonnie Cunningham, Sue Brady, and Bill Lipka. Not present were Vice Chair Nancy Afonso and Member Pat Lamoureux. Prayer was given by Flo. Secretary's report presented by Mel. Bill had a question regarding the nativity scene. Flo reported the issue of storage has been resolved and the nativity scene is being stored in our shed. Motion to accept Ken, second Sue, motion passed unanimously. Treasurer's report was presented by Ken. Supplies account balance $214.11. Service account balance $135. Gift account balance $35,992.97. Formula grant account balance $14,801.14. GFA grant account balance $343.50. Ken reported we have a new account, the COA Senior Building Account, which has a balance of $25,000. Motion to accept Sue, second Bonnie, and the motion passed unanimously. Ken asked Claudia which account he should take from when the supply and service accounts run out. Claudia indicated he should use the formula grant. Business, soup day. Next soup day, 2/28/23. Ken, Sue, Pat, and Mel will make soup. Outreach. Mel reported she is in the process of updating our senior citizen outreach emergency contact list. Meanwhile, Mel, Bonnie, and Pat will be calling seniors on their current list. Programs. Estate planning program will be on hold until Claudia hears back from the town administrator. Plant sale, no further discussion. Motion to adjourn Mel, second Sue, and we adjourned at 7:11 p.m. Next meeting, 3/15/23 at 6:30 p.m. That didn't happen because of the snowstorm,
Yep.
and so we're here on 3/22/23.
I make a motion to accept this.
Well, are there any questions first? I have questions, but I can just ask them afterwards, I think, just because I
Okay.
haven't been here.
Motion to accept Sue, second.
I second.
Yeah. Ken's.
Could someone fill me in on the estate thing? Estate planning program?
The Elder Affairs wants to Massachusetts, I think it's Massachusetts Elder Affairs want to come down and put on a program. Mass Bar Association also wants to come in, but it's waiting for Claudia to set it up. She's set up two that will be in March's newsletter. These are both going to be in May.
Okay.
More information to follow because
Yeah.
I've gotten no information other than, hey, save these dates.
Okay. Okay. What's next? The
Treasurers.
treasurer.
Treasurer's report.
Yeah.
Okay, the treasurer's report is as of today. I was here this morning, so it's up to date. We have in the supplies account $30.67. In the services account, we have $135. In the gift account, we have $36,067.97. In the formula grant, we have $14,481.08. In the GFA grant account, we have $343.50. And in the senior building account, we have $25,000.
Can I ask where this came from? That wasn't here when I was here.
That
last.
was from Donnie
That's,
Berthium.
that's Donnie Berthium's money that he gave us. And so the town has it, and they have earmarked it in a separate bookkeeping account called, and we have labeled it the senior building account. So, just to keep track of what we have.
Is this all money they can use if they so desire?
Sure. No, they can't use it. It's our money. They can't, I mean, we don't make any interest or anything on it. But it's specifically earmarked for us for the deck.
Alrighty. Any motions to accept this?
Motion to accept?
I'll accept.
Second.
You got your couple?
Passed. Okay, so then what usually comes next?
What's ever on the agenda?
Yeah.
No, I don't know if there's anything. I have something.
New business and
Director's
old
report.
business.
New business first, usually, yeah.
Okay.
Old business first?
Old business first?
Yeah.
All right.
Usually do old business.
This is just, we talked about, I don't know, 5-6 months ago. Claudia had met with Teresa Thompson. I don't know how many of you know Teresa?
Oh, yeah.
You know Teresa.
Oh, yeah.
Teresa, she works for the hospital, but she is very, very involved in the food bank programs in Worcester County. And she's helped set up many local food banks, and she knows everything there is to know. And actually, a little background is, she was my stepson's babysitter, and he's now going to be 25 in a week.
Wow.
She was Wayne's babysitter when he was 2. Okay, so my wife has known her, and we know her very, very well. But, so she came and spoke, and I wasn't here for that. She spoke to Claudia, and I just kind of had the impression that while she said some things, perhaps the people who met with her, expected a little more help, if you will. So she was at our house the other day. I'm her accountant, we do her taxes. And I spoke at length about
Funny.
the food bank programs and what's available and what can we do. And it really comes down to 2 things. One, you need a dedicated person. But somebody who can give, and I'm giving the hours, saying probably at least 15 hours a week. Okay? And it has to be somebody who has a car, who can drive, who's energetic, and is dedicated to this position, and it's a not paying position. The second problem is storage. She says, you can go, there's a food bank, the Worcester County one, you can get meat, you can get cheeses, you can get butter, you can get a whole bunch of stuff, but they require you to prove to them that you have the facilities that
To refrigerate.
to refrigerate and
Right.
store it while you get it. So our problem is not that it can't be done, but there's no sense in setting up a program that we can't
That's right.
accommodate.
Right.
And that's on both ends. I mean, the deck isn't going to provide us with more storage.
Right.
And you're really looking for somebody on the younger side of the seniors who maybe is newly retired, okay, and can give 15 hours a week, at least
Right.
maybe more at sometimes, and run around and go down to the food bank and has a vehicle and they can pick up the food and bring it here and arrange for distribution and meet with. So it's not that it can't be done. We're so small as a group in such a small town. And when she gave us a name, there's a name for our town because we do not have a full-size supermarket in town.
Right.
And towns like that can have special privileges.
Are they food deserts? Is that what
Yes,
you're
that's
thinking
it,
of?
food
Oh,
desert.
wow,
We're
good, yeah.
considered a food desert.
Desert.
Yes, that's the title. We're a food desert.
Okay.
But we can't, I mean, if we could get the people and the storage, and that really becomes, I think
But I think
You can
storage is
always
a huge
hunt
problem.
and hunt and maybe find somebody, but where can we put the food? We
Right.
don't have any facility
Yeah.
here to do that. So, not that we shouldn't look into it, but I think that's the real stumbling block,
Yeah.
is where do you put the food? And in certain cases, they demand, and I don't think it's the cold, but even the cold stuff, but some of the stuff, they demand, you like swear to them that, oh, we pick it up on Thursday morning, let's say, and it's distributed by Thursday afternoon.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
You know, pretty
Yes.
vegetables and things
Yeah.
like that. They want you to do, commit. You have to commit, is what I should say,
Yeah.
to doing this. So that's why you really need somebody who's really going to be in charge.
Yeah.
And Mock does that now too, with our home delivery meals.
Yeah.
We have to send back that they were delivered.
Right.
Each list we get,
Yeah.
and, you know.
Who was there and who
the
got it.
fellows
Yeah.
go out and they have to say if they were delivered or undelivered.
Right.
And somebody is required to be there and all of that.
Yeah. And it
And
says
that's with somebody else bringing it in. We're holding it
Right.
in coolers and stuff,
right.
and we're sending it right back out.
Right.
And that's complicated.
Yeah, it is. So,
Yeah.
so think of more of, in essence, establishing our own food bank for our residents.
Right.
Well, I understood that, I thought from the people at Hub House that I've talked to that a lot of the Hubbardson people go to Rutland.
They might.
Mm-hmm.
They
There's a
might.
Rutland food bank
Well,
There is
we
a
don't-
food bank.
on a certain
we-
day.
Gardner has.
Yeah, we got the Gardner, right? You're right. They, well,
Some of the
where can they go?
churches have.
I mean, you know.
I think that's why, from what I've understood in the past, churches, like the church across the street, they have facility and they probably have some storage and all that, but I don't even know, you know, they don't have anyone to run it. They don't have, and it's not going to financially help them or anything to do it. I mean, not that they wouldn't want to help people, you know, but
Come on.
yeah, they're the only ones that I can think of that would have.
And it's not really even just the one person who's going to run around and pick it up and deliver.
No,
it all
you
that.
need a
You
group.
need a whole team
Yeah,
of
team.
people.
Yeah.
You got to sort it. You're
Yeah.
going to have to get rid of some of it because you know when it gets
It'd have
here,
to be
it's
Thursday
not
when you have the drive.
perfect.
But I'm just saying, you know, right.
It's a whole. You
Yeah.
probably need. I would say you need at least 8 people
Maybe.
because people go on vacation. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
you might. Again, I think the point is that what I got was that it's doable
Yeah.
in
In theory.
theory.
Yeah.
Because it's done many places.
Right.
But right now, we can't do it.
No.
You know, as they said, they wanted to remodel this building sometime. And maybe we could get a room and have storage. But that's 5 or 10 years away.
Right.
So they'll be delivering
Does
me
the
food. by
food
then.
get brought to one location and then people come and shop? Is that how it works? at the
I
food
don't,
bank? I've
I didn't
never-
get into the details.
Yeah, I've never,
But if,
Had occasion
I
to
didn't
go.
get into the details. I don't think they do that. That's a different thing. I think we were looking at kind of like, or saying like we do with the eggs. If you want to come on X day, we're going to have a box.
Right.
And she says, and what you have to do is you have to request of the people. You send out a questionnaire and you request of the people, what do you want? And not just cereal, but we
brand.
want Cocoa Puffs. We want, you know, we
Raisin
want,
Bran.
right, we want Raisin Bran.
We
We
want-
want Count Chocula. You know, no, but you
Yeah.
have, that's
We
what
want
they
mashed
want.
potatoes.
You have to get specifics as to what they want,
Yes.
because that's the purpose of what you're doing.
Right.
And then you have it available for them to do it. So, I mean, it really is it's really a
is.
big project.
It is. I mean, I go to the Rutland Food Pantry. I also have gone to the First Baptist Church in Westminster, and I have a friend that's a director of the Our Father's Table. So I kind of have a little bit of a drift that goes on, yeah, and they're all set up for it. And they go to the Worcester Food Bank on such and such a day,
Yep.
and they pick up and if you don't have that person to pick up the food, you have to have someone else in line to get that food.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
So there's a lot-
I
there's a
think the
lot.
point I wanted to make is that we talked about an hour,
Yes.
she and I, and about this, and she really illuminated me as to, it's not difficult, but it's a little complicated and it's very time consuming.
Yes.
And she says you need somebody either who's not quite a senior, not retired,
Right, right.
or is newly retired, early 60s,
Yep.
who's energetic and who can lead this group.
That's right.
You know, and
There's-
I
there's
said,
a
we
lot.
don't, right now, we don't have that as part of our core volunteers and people.
Right.
Enough of those people to do that.
Absolutely.
And the ones we do have are already working like
Working.
crazy
Yep.
to do it, so.
What we did used to have, which was very nice, is Price Chopper used to give 1 day a week. They would give us food, canned goods, boxes of cereal, crackers, that kind of thing, and
All
produce.
kinds of baked goods.
Yes,
Baked goods.
yes, they did.
Yeah, that was really good. And I think COVID kind of interrupted that.
Yes.
But we had, it was Franny. It was
Yeah.
Franny and
Yeah,
Richard would
yeah.
go. Franny had a van.
That's
He'd
right.
pick it up and we'd distribute it. Was it Egg Day?
I think it was Egg Day.
I think it was
Yeah,
Egg Day.
Yeah, it was.
So it was a one-stop thing.
Well,
And we
and-
didn't have to hold it here overnight.
Right, but again, it was organized. You had two people who could do this for you, and
Right.
somebody had a van, and it was regular. It's every Thursday morning at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. You
Yeah.
go and you pick it up, and they know what you want, and so. But I just wanted
That
to
would
bring.
be doable again, I think.
Maybe.
If we
I
found,
think they give it to Gardner.
oh,
From
did
what
they?
I heard,
Okay.
is that
Goes
when
to
they
Gardner.
started back up,
Yeah.
whatever, Gardner, senior center gets it. I don't
So,
know.
but I just wanted to bring that to the board. That I did not know all the nuances.
Yeah.
Could, but we haven't had anyone volunteer to go do that every Thursday morning. They're right, it was Franny and
It's Franny
It
and
was,
Richard.
yeah.
did it
Yeah.
every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
And we did get a lot of stuff, some weeks more than others.
Yeah.
Some times of the year, a lot more than others, because they must do inventory or whatever, and.
Now sometimes someone brings stuff in on Thursday mornings who works there or something.
There's a lady
There's a
who
woman.
brings in stuff from Hannaford.
Oh, Hannaford.
Yeah,
Out of the kindness of her heart, she goes out on the table, that's, half price or whatever, and she does it.
Nice.
She buys it
Oh,
and
she
brings
buys
it.
and brings it, okay. I
Wow.
didn't know that. I
Wow,
thought they were
nice.
volunteering.
And Farmer Rich does a lot.
Farmer Rich
for
does
us,
a
you
lot.
know.
Very
Yeah.
generous.
Yeah.
Wicked generous.
But we do so many different things for our seniors and in the community that to take on that big a project, I think
know.
is
Yeah. It's
too
a
much.
lot.
Well, and that's
maybe we could try to get one of the stores on Thursday morning
Right.
to do it.
But
Right.
then what happens is you have to do it. The people have to come. I mean,
Right, because you don't want it to go by the
there are
wayside,
people who
right?
don't drive. So what happens? The people who don't drive probably some of them need it more than the people who do drive.
That's true, too.
So I don't know. Again, my whole
Are there
point.
qualifiers for that, Ken?
Pardon?
Is there a qualification to be able to get?
Food
Or
pantry.
can anybody do a food pantry, no matter what your income is?
Well, I think anybody. You mean, is there a qualification? I think that I don't know. I don't know if it's up to us to make a determination, but I think I don't know what we could do. I would assume we could make it to residents of Hubbardston. I mean, I assume we could do that. But again,
Well, so,
yeah.
Eggs
To
have
that
no
point-
income guideline.
Yeah.
You can
Right,
have
right,
eggs.
Right.
because
Right.
like Patty mentioned, she's gone
Yeah.
to the Rutland one,
Right,
she's
right,
gone to
right.
Westminster.
Yes.
Do you have to show where you live or anything
No,
like
I
that?
didn't- I didn't have
Or
to
you just
do-
walk in and say, so what do you have today?
I just go in and I signed up with them. I told them I was on Social Security, how many people were in my house, and that's it. I'm in the computer. I don't know if they do a little research on that. They could. They could.
Yeah.
And that was at the Rutland one. Some of the churches, there's no absolutely requirement on
No.
anything.
You can just look.
First Baptist will just, and they take down, what would you like today? Would you like hamburger? Do you want chicken? I mean, they'll ask you, what do you want?
What you want.
That's very, very true, yeah. Yeah, they ask you.
They actually have meat
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, they do. At First Baptist Church, yeah. And other
Where is it?
churches too. It's in Westminster.
On Main Street?
It's on Main Street. And there's also, I think the church across the street, which is Congregational in Westminster, when you come down South Street with Westminster, that
Yeah.
one across from you,
Mm-hmm.
that's a requirement. You have to be a Westminster resident. But at First Baptist, you don't. You can just go and get your
See,
food.
my church does it too. They keep a running list for the members to tell them what people are asking for.
Right.
So on a whiteboard, and we can see, and then we can bring in, that kind of thing, and they have certain hours for open. But, so what, since I wasn't here, can you just tell me, so what prompted this? Are people
There was a
asking
conversation, I don't know,
at the last meeting?
no. This is maybe 4 or 5 meetings ago.
Okay.
And she mentioned, and I said to Claudia I'd reach out to
Okay.
Teresa. And I did. I called her. Eventually, she's really tough to get a hold of. I don't know of anybody who works any harder
Right.
than Teresa Thompson.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Okay,
Yep.
so it just sounds like
I just wanted to.
we have information.
I figured that it was a more. I had more information than was spoken about at the board meeting.
Right.
So we haven't had phone calls coming in, have we, in the past months that I haven't been here, have we had phone calls coming in asking about any of this? Should we make out a list of different food banks that people can go to? And,
I think she's
we
done
can-
that, yeah. I think, because Claudia has all the
got that?
brochures for Rutland, and Gardner Senior Center, we can go there too, from Hubbardston, so that's the two places.
So we
And
know
then
of
what
course
people
days
church
are
talk
available.
amongst themselves.
Right,
There,
right.
especially Monday mornings, I noticed there are some people who are well aware of
Right.
what town has it and what day,
Right.
and talk, and
Right,
So
exactly.
we don't need to do anything further about it at this
I
point?
don't think so.
Okay.
And I just think and I think Mel was absolutely right. We do a lot of things. We run programs. We're senior center here. We're open all the time.
Yes.
We provide things. You're doing soup every
Right.
couple of weeks, which was new.
Yes.
You know.
Yep.
That's done
know,
now, right?
Yes,
That was the
so
last
that-
time, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Tuesday
Right.
was the last
when we get the deck in the spring and the summer, you could have a different kind of breakfast.
Sure.
Or a luncheon. We could.
hot dogs and hamburgers up there.
Right, but we do a lot of things. So it's not like as a town, I think, for a town our size, I think we do offer a lot of services for the seniors, But this was just another one. I think what this was really pre-winter. This might have been October, November,
Okay.
in anticipation
Right,
of the
right.
cold weather
I kinda
and
remember
people
this.
not getting
Yes,
out.
yes.
And so that's
I
where
remember
this
this.
started, I think.
Okay.
And I think Claudia was asked too, by a few people, could we have some food? I think Cindy brought that up. Could we please have some food as well? So there was a couple of people that were inquiring.
To be perfectly honest
But-
with you, if
Yes.
somebody comes in, we have some cans of things
Sure.
that we, you know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
Has anyone gone through those recently for dates?
I will do that on Monday as I'm saying it. I was thinking I better look at those dates.
I've done it.
I gotta
did it
do that
once
at home,
in a
too.
while.
Yeah, I was looking at my
Before you come
refrigerator
out.
the other day. It's like, I should probably go through and see what.
Because the
when this
dates
stuff
weren't great on
expires.
some of that
Yeah.
stuff when we took it in. but,
Yeah.
A lot of that
Now
came
that's
from
something we
Teresa's.
could do. Just,
feedback.
even us, when we meet, bring in a can or two
Sure,
of Dinty Moore
or
or
whatever, right.
Progresso chicken soup or
Exactly,
something.
and you put it out
And if somebody comes in, you say,
Yeah.
we don't have a lot here, but you're welcome to this.
That's right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that in the past.
That's good.
Right, any other old business?
What else did we talk about last month? We have
Oh,
anything
from the
pending from last month? Doesn't seem, I put business all together because it was a
The
short
outreach, you
meeting.
guys have already,
Yeah.
We're working on that.
Did you
I
work
called
on
my
the
old list all together, and
Yeah.
Sue has an idea for me that can save me some time. Because a lot of the names I don't know.
Sure.
They're new in town, new seniors, and so I'm opening it up and I'm trying to figure out if they're living, because it lives alone or lives with others, and who the contacts are. And if
Yeah.
it's somebody who lives with their son and daughter, then I don't prioritize them because I
Right.
figure they're okay.
That's right, yeah.
But that's taken like a long time.
So are you using the list from the
I'm using the computer list.
computer list? Wow.
Mm.
Yeah.
A lot of
But
people
Sue
are,
has a
right?
good idea.
Well, I
About
just got
short-
another, I'm gonna have to do it over the weekend because I get a list from the town clerk. I want everybody who's over the age of 60. And I want to import them into my senior center so that when somebody comes to sign up, they're probably already in there. So
Yeah,
all
that
you have to
happens.
do is update, put the telephone number if they've got an email address and that stuff. And right now, we've got 70 dead, 70 recently departed people in the database.
70?
70? Yeah, there's 70 of them in there that I want to work with my senior center to get them out. Because they're the only ones that can delete them out of there.
How many seniors, do we
want
know
them
in round numbers how many
right
seniors
away?
we have in town?
The database right now is about 1,900 people.
Okay.
And a third of the population at least is over the age of 60 in Hubbardston.
Oh, yeah.
So in my hand done version of this screening, I was going 70 and up.
Mhm.
Not that there aren't 60-year-olds that might
But you
need
can,
us
you can
too,
do,
but-
if I get all those people imported into the database, you can easily massage the information. And you can,
Because the
look at
ones that
the
just come
70.
over that have never filled out a My Senior Center
Yeah.
form, a lot of them you don't know. They don't have emergency contact numbers or
No,
family
they won't.
and
They
stuff.
wouldn't
So I
have that.
won't know.
they may have you may get telephone numbers. It depends on when they fill out the census, how much information they give you.
Yeah.
And I can't get email addresses.
I'm trying to target people who live alone.
You want head of household, and you can do that. You can
You
data
see
mine
head
that
of
for
hou-
that.
You can see head of
Yes, you
household on
most
it.
certainly can.
Yeah, but then I open it further to see if they filled out the form, they'll say, and if it's daughter, and lives alone,
Yeah.
or who they live with, you know what I mean? I don't know.
It's hard.
So I need to make that a priority.
So you're working on the list.
Yeah.
We're working on it, we're working on
Outreach
it.
list is in progress.
I called everybody on my
Yeah. On
list
your
that
list,
we
right?
had before, and it was nice.
Yeah.
Talked to everybody, it's good. They like it. It's not like you're calling in, it's annoying
Oh, no, no.
by
Right,
any
yeah.
means.
Right.
It's a, yeah.
Okay. All right, any other old business? Moving on to new. Who's got new business?
I have, I guess this could be new business. So when I'm here on Mondays, it seems busy that people from other places call and want to know if you want different things. So what did I do with that? Can I see this for a second? Okay, so a woman this is asking us actually if we would be interested in doing something. From Serenity House, it's a hospice service, and they're looking to see if there are any people that we have that would like to take on someone who's in hospice. And she just offered some of the things that people do, just companionship, just sitting together and maybe quietly talking. Some people like to read, you might read to them, those kind of things. So this person was just asking if, and I didn't want to hang something up or talk or do anything until I asked the board about it. So I think you all have one of these. Did you get one?
There's another.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, so
There are
it has
lots
the
of copies.
cutoffs at the bottom.
right.
We
And it
can
has
split
the cutoffs
those
at the
and-
bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't know.
I would think if they have something that's easier to read than this,
Well, their original might have been blue. I might have the original.
yeah,
in
if
my
you have
folder.
the original, I would post that up.
Put the
People
blue one
go
up.
over and take a look at it, and if they want it, I
Okay.
would even cut
Yeah,
them
cut 'em.
Yeah.
so that they could take one if they want.
Yeah.
Because that's a very nice thing to do, and
It
not
is.
everybody can do that.
Mhm.
But it
We
might
have
catch
some new
somebody's
younger
eyes.
people in the singing group too. That,
Yeah.
that's what I mentioned, we mentioned
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
might have time to go do something like that.
Mm,
Especially
yeah.
where the hospice is, you could sign up, just go see one person once a week. It doesn't have to be,
Yeah, you'd
It's an
probably
everyday
pick your
thing.
person, I would think.
or they assign for
Yeah.
Or
somebody,
they, yeah,
you know, in town.
one-on-one, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the consistency, for the volunteer, but for the
Yeah.
person themselves, looking forward to, you know what, tomorrow afternoon, my friend Nancy's gonna come and read to me, you know. They have
I
something
know
to
my
look
brother, who
forward to.
just passed away a couple of months ago, he was in hospice at his home, and he lived alone. And that lady we know that used to be in the same group,
Mhm.
she's 108, lives at her home, and
Mm.
even though she has a nurse in there, you know, most of the time, I think all the time, she has somebody in there.
Yeah.
It's still nice to have somebody different come
Yeah.
in, you know, on a regular basis. And
Friendly face.
Yeah.
People bring, you know, some of their own experiences and can be stimulating in a good way.
yeah, they might even bring their dog. They might have a little dog or something that person really likes to spend time with. You know what I mean? Something
Sure.
personal that,
Yeah.
that's something when I retired I wanted to do, and I got so involved here I never ended up doing hospice.
Then I have another thing. Kevin Donahue from the Worcester County District Attorney's Office called, and they would like to do a scam program for us. We've had that. We've had
Yeah.
people come before. I don't know if it was the DA's office or not, but
That's
Um,
already scheduled. Were you aware of that?
this same one.
Claudia has been talking to somebody, and it's in the March newsletter. That's one of the programs that's going to be happening in May.
Is this the same one? The
It's for scams for seniors.
scams, but
Yeah.
is it the district attorney's office?
It has to do with the legal field.
Okay.
Probably,
Well, let me
Yeah.
check and see if it's the same people. 'Cause
Yeah, I would
I need
ask
to get
Claudia
back to
about
him.
that.
yeah.
Okay, which is great. I think it's really good
Yeah.
if we
Yeah.
do that. We've had, I think our own police officers have done it a couple times for
Mhm.
us. But, you know, there's always a new scam out there.
Well, I mean, I know on my cell phone, I keep getting these things. Update your PayPal information. I don't have a PayPal account.
Mm, right.
I know, me too, I'm getting that one.
I do.
And
But
it makes me
yeah,
nervous
still
when I
get
see
those,
it.
and yeah, my
Yeah.
husband yells from the other room the other night and goes, "Did you sign up for something for the computer, or you know,
Yeah.
a thing for
Yeah.
I don't even have Prime
Alright, so
membership.
I'll
and I
security
have
for the
never-
computer?" I go, "No, of course
I'll
I
make
do."
a comment,
It's a
which is one of
scam.
the biggest scams going. Two scams. One, the IRS scam. They call you up and they tell you from the IRS.
Yeah,
Okay. The IRS
Never.
does not have your phone number.
that's right.
Ever. And when they call you, okay, they also, all these times, sound like they're calling you from Mumbai.
From a what?
Oh, yeah.
Mumbai.
From
yeah.
Mumbai,
Oh,
India.
It's like a boiler room in the back.
Well, you can
yeah.
hear the boiler
Yeah.
room in the
Yeah.
background.
Back room, yep.
Also, the new one is they're calling you from Medicare.
Oh, yes, big time.
I've had three.
Same thing.
Yes.
Oh, I
Three
get
calls
at least
from
one
them.
of those a week.
Oh, yeah,
Okay?
me too.
And it's the same thing.
Yes, it is.
Medicare does not have your phone number.
Right.
Okay, so right away you know it's a scam,
That's
and you just how many people, and then they tell you also, because and if you say, well, I don't know, the IRS always, 100% of the time, sends you a letter,
Yeah.
Mhm, yeah,
and you're to respond to the letter.
that's right.
Now, if you're dealing with someone at the IRS, and you're already in the middle of something, they might have your phone number because you might have given it to them, but you would know who the person is.
That's right.
So these calls out of the blue from Medicare and the IRS are all
Scam.
scams.
Yep, they are.
And the other one is that we're calling from your, not, they don't call it your electric company, but your.
Oh, they say this is from your utility provider.
Yeah.
provider, yeah.
Your utility provider knows who you are.
Yeah.
And they would call you up and say, we're from National Grid.
Right.
Or we're from Unitil. They wouldn't say your utility company.
No,
Right,
they're very
exactly.
vague.
Yeah.
They're very vague. And
Yep.
anytime it's vague, it's a scam.
Yep, sure is.
So can I ask you a question
Sure.
about how we're going to advertise to get people out for this scam thing in May? Is it just, I know we do the newsletter,
Yeah.
but it seems to me, I remember one of the things that we had going here, and Claudia was all upset. She didn't think many people were here, and she called me at home to get me over here, and I was
Yeah.
not really interested in coming, but I came, and there were, that's actually quite a few people, but she had to, at the last minute,
Yeah.
call and beg people to come. How can we?
That, I think that's just a challenge, period, because when you really look, I was looking at some statistics on who attends things, and I was looking at this one report that gives you an idea of how many people are coming in, signing in here,
No, I forgot.
and the numbers are really low, like and it doesn't average, and it's like 16 people a day.
I didn't sign yesterday.
And how do you get more people to come here? So one of the things I wanted to talk about was I want to do fun stuff.
Now back to the scam.
No,
How do
I
we get
know.
people to come to the scam?
But no. I mean, it's just getting the word out about the senior center and that the people are really nice. And geez, we have this scam program going on. How do you get that word out? You know, when
You're
we send
putting it
out,
on Facebook and stuff, right? You put the soup on Facebook.
I didn't put
Is it,
anything
well,
on
two
Facebook.
things. Is it,
Where did you put it
do
on?
we have a
I
little?
sent an email.
Can we put it on the town
Oh,
website?
oh.
Yeah, you could put it on a town
There-
website. You
But there's
could-
a new sign
we've-
at the fire,
They, oh, you mean the $80,000 sign down by the fire?
And
we
that's
should
the
be
kind of
using-
thing,
yeah,
for
that's-
2 weeks in advance.
Yep.
Or even the one down by the rec field,
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay, so how?
Put it on.
So there was a form for the one down by the rec field. How do we get it on the new electric sign?
You gotta send an
Is there a
email
form?
to Katie. There's no form that I'm aware
Katie
of.
who?
And
Katie
there's
Young.
Katie Young.
Oh, Katie.
And but your words have to be, you have to be brief.
Mhm.
It
Right to
can
the
only be
point.
so many a line
Yes,
and all that
yes,
stuff.
Yeah.
yeah. It's gotta be brief and to the point. So you could say, scam seminar for elderly, scam seminar for seniors. That sounds nicer.
Yes.
And the date and the time.
And it's not just seniors.
Oh.
Anybody could come,
Oh, okay.
right?
Right,
Right.
that's
Scam
right.
I mean,
Seminar for
everybody
for
can
all.
get scammed. You
Yeah.
don't have to be
Right.
60 years
That's
old.
right.
True.
Yep.
So who's going to be in charge of? That's going to have to be a.
Well, if Claudia's
email
already
to Katie.
started it, we got to find out if this is a
She
thing.
was doing the Facebook, wasn't she, Claudia?
Where's the March newsletter? You said it's in the March newsletter.
Much
The soup
newsletter is
thing
being
was up on
printed.
Oh, the
Facebook.
scam thing.
It's
you're
already
talking
March.
about.
Yeah, Mel, that
April.
soup thing was
Yeah.
up on Facebook.
I
She
thought
didn't
you
put it
meant
up, I think.
April,
Claudia.
you mean
Claudia
the April
does.
newsletter.
Yeah.
So Claudia.
That March
go get
meeting,
a
the one that
March.
came out
We don't know if
already.
this guy is the same one she's setting up, because a lot of different
Well,
agencies.
Well, it doesn't matter. We already have one. We're not going to have another.
But I
one.
gotta call this guy back.
We'll just say, "Are you the one coming to May?" And if he says, "Yeah," that's good. We've already sat with you, and if he
Oh,
says,
sorry,
"No," say,
we already have
"Sorry, we already
somebody
have
else."
I should
someone."
find that.
Right, we can't.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
who put it up. Sue, they did put the soup day up on Facebook. That did go up. I think Claudia put it
So
up.
shall I call Claudia and ask her if she's doing all the if she's continuing to put out things up on
I think she
Facebook?
is. Let's go on her
then-
Facebook page.
Oh, you
Take a
don't
look.
have
Center
Facebook.
has a Facebook page.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need somebody to take care of it.
I thought Claudia does that.
Yeah,
She's got one, it's her
Person?
Facebook page.
yeah. But it goes, I mean, it
Who
came out
does-
to me.
Who does the
She
one
does
from?
that. Nobody's
think
doing the one that I set up.
You set one up?
Oh, yeah, I set one up for one time. I don't do Facebook. I don't get
I
it.
don't
Right.
either.
I
But is
don't
it
do it either.
Claudia doesn't do that one?
Right.
Claudia
No.
does Facebook.
No, she doesn't do the one that's
She
set
doesn't
up.
do the one she set up. That's
All
crazy.
right, so she's already got it, something set up about scams, but I don't know if it's from the DA's office or another agency, so I have to find that
We're
out.
calling her.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, we might as well.
yeah, right.
Mm.
No, I
Get it
agree.
straight.
Yeah, and get it straightened out.
Okay, so.
Do you want to FaceTime or just talk to her? We'll FaceTime her. She likes to see us. You're going to ask her about that.
Okay.
And then ask about the FaceTime page.
Yeah.
The Facebook page,
Yeah,
I'm
I think
sorry.
I'd have to go on Hubbardston Seniors or something. I don't know what she has it on, let's see.
Yeah, it's in April's newsletter.
Okay.
Mark your calendars, Wednesday, May 9th, Mass Bar Association Elder Law Seminar. And Wednesday, June 21st at 11, scams.
June
Both of
20.
these events will be held at the
Hi
senior center.
there.
More information.
We have a question for you.
Yeah?
So I was just talking under new business about a call I got from Kevin Donahue from the Worcester County District Attorney's Office
Yeah?
That's what she
about
puts it up.
setting up a program to present here, scam prevention. Is that the
Yes.
same one you've been working on?
Yes.
Okay. All righty. All good then, and it's already set up and it's already in the newsletter and, okay.
Ask her if she
Yeah.
put up a post
You
on
got the
Soup
date,
Day.
right?
Mm-hmm.
We want to know about Facebook.
Oh, yes. And did you post up on Facebook about Soup Day yesterday?
No, I did not.
Okay, she did
She
not.
didn't.
Who's
Okay.
doing the Facebook seniors?
I don't know, because I don't know who can get on there.
All
See
right.
either.
You know, I saw it.
So Sue set that one up.
Who said what?
Sue set
I set
Facebook
that up.
seniors up.
Well over a year ago.
Sue did not set Facebook Seniors up, Darlene did.
Darlene, no, I
Darlene?
set up another one.
Oh,
She set it up with Katie Young. Remember,
And I set it up with
Sue
Katie
did
Young
that one
too.
with Katie Young.
Yeah,
so
Yes.
what goes on that? Who
Nothing.
takes care of it?
nobody.
Katie Young, I don't think Sue's doing anything with Katie Young, are you, Sue?
No, I'm not
Did you
doing
ever
anything
finish
with it,
that
Nancy.
page?
I know I saw something up on it.
Unless
Well, this is all
somebody
set.
from the Friends put something up.
What day was it again?
Oh,
Do you
that
remember?
would
There's
make
somebody,
sense,
maybe
yeah.
somebody
Do you
took it
remember
over
what
from
day that
Darlene.
was?
So do you think someone from Friends might be
Scam
doing
thing?
that page?
It's in the newsletter though, right?
Which page? The page, my page?
Facebook seniors, the Darlene one.
I do that one.
Facebook seniors, you do?
I do that.
Okay.
I don't know who else is doing it. That's the thing. I don't know who else is doing it. But I didn't put that in.
Okay. So you.
Okay.
So are you
It's in
going to
the
continue
newsletter. I can
to?
look it up in the
Well, we're
newsletter.
talking about ways to get people into these
April.
little seminars we're having, and we were saying, posting it on Facebook seniors. If you have a following,
It's in
if we
there.
have a
I have a
following.
following,
Okay.
and I always put it in. I always
Okay.
put whatever
Nine.
programs we have, I
So
put
you're
it
taking care of that.
in
Okay.
on the Facebook page.
It's called Hubbardston Seniors, but I don't know if that's her page.
That's what she
It's
said.
Says-
Darlene's
can she-
page.
She can see
this?
what you're, if you show it to her.
Does it have all the little family on there?
Yeah, it
Little
does.
people?
Yep,
Yep,
right
little
here at the
people.
top. Yep. Is that the one you go in on, honey? Hubbardston
That's
Seniors?
the one I go on all the time.
Okay.
Okay, so here's a question for you. We think it's Katie Young that we have to email if we want something on the new, really cheap electronic sign that's by the fire station?
No, it's
don't-
Katie
I
Young
don't
and
know
also,
who's doing that. Do you know, Sue? 'Cause you
yeah,
had-
it's a
you know
girl-
that, right?
it's the administrative assistant next door.
Tony?
That's Tony.
Tony Walker.
So
Didn't she always do that, though? Nancy didn't always the administrator do that?
I used to deal with Lori,
Yes, yes.
and there used to be a form to fill out for the one by the rec field.
Yeah, I used to do that too
Yeah.
for some different
It was
things.
just a form.
Yeah.
And you had to
Sometimes I'll
have
give it
so
to
many
her.
letters a line and so
Yeah.
many spaces and.
So
Yeah.
now
And those
we're
you can
not
get
sure.
from Bobby.
But you think Tony or Bobby?
Between Bobby or Tony, they take care, I think they take
They'll
care of
know
both
if you don't-
sides.
if
Yeah.
If they'll tell you who to go to,
Yeah.
anyways.
If they don't do it, they'll tell you who to talk to.
Okay. I'm gonna, I don't know, it may be near the end of May when I come back, but when I come back and I can help you, Mel, then, between the two of us, we can do some of this stuff on Mondays. Monday seems to be a good day to, get this stuff up on a board.
Mel, Nance, where are you going?
It's not them going anywhere, I'm not having another operation until May 23rd. They're not taking the stuff out. And then they're putting another temporary stent in for 7 days, so I'm not gonna be good until probably June.
Oh, no.
You're
I'm sorry
good
to hear that.
already.
Yeah,
Yes,
You're
you
good.
are.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. So, all right, so Tony and Bobby for the sign. Okay, well, I don't think we have anything else for you, do we?
Oh, I have one thing under new business too. I think that we need to have a toaster here
Oh, and we need a
Can
can
we-
opener
and a can opener.
Oh,
Can
very
we buy
bad.
a
And a
toaster
serrated
can
edge.
opener?
and a serrated edged knife.
And a serrated edged bread knife.
Ken, how much money do we have?
We have
None.
$30.
Oh, I'd say no, we're not gonna buy anything right now.
Okay.
We have money in
Not now.
the,
Wait till I get
petty
back.
cash?
no,
No.
We have money in the formula
In
grant.
the formula grant, we have over $14,000 in the formula grant. We're not asking to spend.
Wait a minute.
Okay,
Two people are
Wait,
talking.
wait.
Two
She's
people
talking
are
about
talking.
the architect.
Could we use the formula grant for that?
We could, but why do we need a toaster right now?
Because.
Not gonna put a lot of money.
Because I'm here on Monday mornings and we have breakfast.
You know what? I thought we had a toaster there. You sure you looked everywhere?
I looked everywhere I knew to look.
Sure?
I really did. I mean, if it is, it's hidden under
sold at the-
something. Or sold at the at our tag sale.
So can I make a suggestion?
I can get one for like $45
Listen,
probably.
listen, you can also just
I'll just buy one.
put a list of these 3 things right up there. Senior Center looking for, and I bet someone's gonna come up with, I have a toaster at home that I don't you need.
Okay, so we need a bread knife, a toaster,
Toaster and a can
what?
opener.
Can
I have a
opener.
bread knife. I have a bread knife.
I have 2
Manual
bread
or
knives.
electric?
I can probably
The
give you a bread
manual
knife.
one's fine, but the thing is, I tried to open a can, I almost cut
You
myself
can't-
up
you
with
can't
it.
open
Yeah,
it.
you can't open anything with it.
You're looking for an electronic, but.
No, it can be a manual one. I
Oh,
don't
can
care.
you, what about that?
A
We
good
might
can
even
one
have
would
enough
be-
money in the coffee can to buy a can opener and a
No,
knife.
I think we're
Yeah.
buying tablecloths.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Ask her.
I
for
I
the
haven't
tablecloths.
counted it lately, but
It was
there's
counted today. It's over today.
Look at the tablecloths they're using.
I see that.
tell her 200. There's about $200 in the can.
Well, why don't you take that?
Okay, so I have permission. I'll be thrifty.
Well,
I'll buy the same one I have at home.
Can we do this? Can we,
toaster
can,
knife and the can opener.
can Lorraine and I
Okay.
get these
Thank
first?
you.
Use that.
They-
Yeah.
they wanna
Okay,
get-
Mel.
You still have 100 bucks
Can.
left.
Yeah, okay.
Bye.
We'll fight in the parking lot afterwards.
Yeah, just, you know, I've got a
Okay.
knife, I'll give you.
Thank you. See, we need you, Claudia. We can't decide these things.
You can get those can openers you just stick on the top and
I'm
push the
trying to
button.
hoard as much money
Over the
as I
battery.
can
Yeah,
for that.
anything.
And they,
It ain't cheap,
they're
thing. That
$10.
thing's
I
dangerous,
know.
really.
That's a
The one
priority.
we have is not
I
good.
It's a
No,
priority.
seriously.
I mean, every little
It
penny
would,
I can
you'd
save
go
is
and it would
that-
just do a little
that
bit.
debt.
So I'm trying to use my
Right.
fingers, which is the
Yeah.
worst thing. It's sharper than a razor.
Okay,
And I'm
so
trying to get the
knife.
can opener. I have to make something for
And a toaster.
the people, and I'm like, this is
Okay.
crazy.
We
This
have-
is just
I
a
have
can
couple of
opener.
these things.
I'll pick out the toaster. I'll bring in the one I bought at home not that long
Why
ago.
don't you just pick them all 3 things up while you're out?
I will.
I have a
Which
knife for
person
you.
is picking it up?
Because we want tablecloths first.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna get the
All right.
tablecloths.
I think we can figure it out from here.
Yeah, we can.
After your guidance.
Okay.
No, you can stay on and listen.
Any other new business? We'll let you go.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye. Bye, Nancy.
Bye,
Bye,
bye.
my little Nance.
Bye, bye, my little Claudia.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm still trying to X you out, I got you.
I'm excited to have a toast. We used to have one here, and it was a nice one. It had at least 4 slices.
I mean, if we have $200 in the can.
Yeah. Should be able to get those 3 items.
I didn't know we had them.
Neither did I.
No, they're gonna get the
Walmart,
tablecloths
I mean, you can
first.
get.
Can we get the
yeah.
tablecloths first and then?
Yeah.
You're gonna get spring
I
Let's
can
see
get a
what's
toaster
left
for
over.
$50.
Yeah.
Hey, I gave $2 today towards coffee, so there
Thank
you
you.
Go,
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
to,
$2.
go to Ocean State, you're gonna get them even cheaper probably.
Really? I went on Amazon for mine, and it was. I had it within 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, okay.
Okay, guys.
Okay, so
All
I
right,
think
we're good.
Anything else?
People, the only other thing is, I've been asked, so when are you having tea again? Love that pie
Hey,
for
people love the
breakfast.
teas. Oh, the pie for breakfast.
When are you doing something again?
Pie for
You
I-
want
I'm
to
just-
wait
I'm
till the
just sorry,
winter
I'm not
weather
up
is
to-
past us.
Yeah,
But
well,
you don't want to
no.
get
It's gone
all
in
your
2
stuff
weeks.
to be ready.
Okay, I know, but
Yeah.
But you have to plan it.
there's a
few
lot, there's a lot
months
of
out.
planning that goes into it, and if you plan to do something in 2 months, and Lorraine, it gets overwhelming
Right.
for her.
Right.
And she said she and I work really well together. And I said, I understand you don't want to be in charge, but as we're planning, if you wouldn't mind, just look at what we're doing, and if you see something glaring that we're forgetting, don't hesitate to bring it to our attention. We'd really appreciate it. And she said she'd be willing to do that. But she doesn't want to be as involved as she has in the past. So with that said, what do we want to do? Think about it and talk about it at our next meeting?
Think about
Sure.
spring and summer programs. Put it on the
Spring.
next agenda.
Spring tea, the pie thing was better for the fall.
The
or
fall. Do
Yeah,
that
I
maybe
think,
in
I think
October.
personally. If you're gonna do a spring or a summer tea. I mean, the outside thing at Flo's was beautiful, the garden
Do
party.
that in July. Do we want to do that again?
I don't know. That's, Flo's not here, so I think we'll talk about these next time. Spring tea or garden
Yeah.
party.
At next meeting. okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about those at the next meeting.
The tea was a lot of fun.
Tea was a lot of fun. Who helped
And
with
we
that, the Girl
learned-
Scouts?
No, Claudia, me, and
It's all you
and
guys.
Lorraine, we did that whole thing.
Mhm.
We learned, though, you get the Girl Scouts involved. Girl Scouts were absolutely fabulous.
Other things they helped with.
You know, and they did all the serving, they did all the cleanup for
Yeah.
pie for breakfast. They were great. So
So you had them for the pie for breakfast? you
the
didn't
pie
have
for
the garden
breakfast,
party.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Or for the tea, I mean.
For the tea, we didn't. So I mean, that's one of the things, our takeaway, because by the end of it, exhaustion.
Okay.
It was a lot of work. But
And what
People
about
loved
the,
it.
how much work did the garden party end up being?
Well, I was making the sandwiches and things like that, but every time we did an event, we got smarter and got more people
Yeah,
involved in different
you had those young
things.
guys involved with bringing the people down and everything.
Yeah.
That took a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah,
It was very nice.
yeah,
Took a lot of people.
yeah,
Yeah, when we sang at it.
yeah.
But,
You
okay.
Boy
gotta see if
Scouts set
Claudia,
up
I
the
mean, if
chairs.
Flo wants to do it.
Brought
Yeah, I think that, well, the
down
tea, I
and
think,
stuff
was
like
more,
that.
is more doable in an easier way because it's all inside,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't have to deal with the weather. You know, but people really enjoyed it,
yeah.
so, okay.
I had
Right.
one other thing.
Excuse me.
A person from Family Services of Central Mass called. His name is Mohammed Larek. And they provide services including home visits to people. I'm not familiar with that group. But I said our board's meeting and I'll see if we'd like to explore it any further. I mean,
You know.
you'd have to have them come in and meet with them and stuff
I-
like that. I don't.
Does the board get involved in something like that? I would
That's
think
a
the
medical
board
thing,
yeah.
is.
Well, I think he
Doctor.
The
wanted
board is more.
to present here about it.
Right. Blue Cross and Blue Shield calls me all the time on it. I'm sorry, I don't have a very favorable thing to say about it. I've tried telling them I will get my primary care doctor. I don't need you to come in to do a home visit for me. And it has to do with money.
Yeah.
They get
Yeah.
more money and they get a kickback. This is a whole nother realm you're getting into on
Right.
Yes.
that.
Well, you know, my
Yeah.
radar
Scams.
has been
Yeah.
piqued
In a
Yeah.
way.
with this call.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
why I said the board's going to be meeting. I'll
Yeah.
bring it up at the
I'll
board.
leave it for Claudia and tell him our director will be back in
Yeah.
touch.
I mean, it's up to
If it was up
Claudia.
to
Yeah, I
me,
don't
I'd be
want it,
telling
if you
them,
get them
call us
involved
to
and all of
Elder
a sudden
Services.
they say they're making, they
Yeah.
visit 20 people.
Right.
Then they bring it down to 5 and they submit
20, yeah.
reimbursement for 20
Right.
every month.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
it's
that's
really
what
a money making.
Montechusett Home
thing.
Health Care does.
I know.
and
I just
Worcester
thought
Elder
I'd
And it's not
give-
even that, it's.
I'd present it. I didn't want to just say
Yes.
BNA.
we
takes
already
care-
have that
Gardner, I mean, the
handled.
Gardner.
Thank
Right,
you.
VNA,
Yeah.
I
yeah,
have Gardner,
Yeah.
whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
Okay. All right, anything else? Are we done with new business? Anything else?
I make a
Anything else?
motion to
Adjourn.
adjourn
And
Adjourn.
I'll second
At
the motion to adjourn.
at
Yep.
7:46
All in favor?
p.m.
All in
And
favor.
All in
Aye.
favor,
Aye.
we say